I will let you talk. If you want to walk, I will get you some crutches and a walker. The skip bus is gone. Bad. I'm bad. So one old boy got to work out. I'm bad with money in my pocket. Money is some of you. It's hard to get hold of some money. I'm military. I'm all government. I'm all government for your safety. I went to war, put my life on line. No, got drafted for your safety. And I went to school in the military for what I'm doing now. Your skip bus is gone. Go to school. Go to the Fort Army training camp. Fort Bragg, Fort Benning, Georgia. Everywhere. Fort Bliss, El Paso. I've been all over. I'm getting ready to go to Winrow, Maine. I'm going to Dobe Air Force Base. Dobe Air Force Base. I'm with the Memorial Funds out of Phoenix and out of Washington, D.C. for the Veteran and Police Department. Memorial Funds. When you die, you'll see me with the funds. The skip bus is gone. Bye.
Hey, Skip Buster, who are you talking to there, Break?
No, what I was just running my mouth, but it's good talk. I belong to the Mother Nature Police Department and military. I'm still in the military. I'm 75 years old and still in the military and got the ID to travel with. I'll see you.
Yeah, 10 for the Skip Buster. Well, you say you still got the ID to travel with and you're in the military and 75 years old, and I did hear you up there. I did. Hey, Skip Buster, I heard you. Oh, the dog wants in. Hold on. Anyway, I did hear you up in there, Skip Buster, and I also heard a little bit of, I think it was New Mexico.
But it's good talk. I belong to the Mother Nature Police Department and military.
Yeah, I did hear some New Mexico up in there. Motormouth Mall's stepping right there right now. Breaker, breaker.
Yeah, looks like we got a little bit of Mother Nature going on. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, T. I just...
Top of the morning, right back at you. What's going on over there, Brady?
Tell me, go in his carrier.
Got a first cup of coffee and a busy day ahead. How about you?
Up here in my...
Yeah, pretty doggone good, man. I just started my day out here with a little bit of skip. I was going to get some work done over here, and next thing I knew, I heard a little bit of DX rolling in, so I thought, well, I'll get out here and have a little bit of fun. I still got a lot of work to do, but, well, blame it on Mother Nature.
Right. Yeah, it's like a disease sometimes. I was just on 38 lower sidebound, talked to a few people in California, and Skip rolled out, and been sitting here on the bowl for a little bit, getting things organized, warming up the irons and scopes, back to my analyzer, getting everything lined out so we can get some radios done today. Back to you, Motormouth Mall.
Roger. Well, it sounds like you've got some stuff to keep you busy. That's good. Busy is good. I tell you, I got one radio I got to finish, and I got a tractor next to me over here land planting the field. You can hear the low frequency rumble up in there. You know, every so often it rolls up in there. Anyway. And, yeah, we're just exercising and loafing this thing, getting some cobwebs burned out. You know, after about a day or two, the cobwebs start forming. So, got to burn them out of there, you know.
Right. I got you, man. Yeah, for some reason, it's not disrespectful, but Green Acres guy got the picture. Oh, Green Acres is the place to be. That's kind of cool, though, man. Riding around in a tractor, get things done outside along with Mother Nature. No doubt about it. Back to you.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Yeah, I remember that show. Well, yeah, it's nice out here. I'll tell you, it's kind of like most of the non-farmed areas around here are pretty dry. It's all dead. They call it golden, but it's dead. But my property down below there, I got all the farmers doing their thing, and then one next to me, they got their green stuff growing. I can tell it's getting close to harvest. You can smell it. And the ones next to me got lemons growing, so it's pretty green around here.
Right. Yeah, back in the 80s, I remember, man, I wasn't hauling seafood. There was a lot of nursery stock out of California. So we hauled a lot of flowers and seafood. Anyways, that's where I learned all about what they call the California stack, right?
Yeah, 10-4, absolutely.
It's a beautiful country, man. Beautiful country, there's no doubt about that.
Kind of coat something.
Yeah, I like it. I'm partial to the area. I've really grown accustomed to it. I've gotten kind of spoiled. The weather is really nice. So yeah, it's it gets windy some days. It gets overcast sometimes, but for the most part, we have 2 seasons, day and night, a break.
Right. Actually, man, I was really kind of focusing on the Zsa and the Ava. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
How
could you miss?
Anyways, man, I'm not going to stay here too long. I can all day, but I just got work to get done, man. And stuff has been shipped in so well over a year. I won't even accept no more stuff in no more. And radios. Hey, you see that new video on the potentiometers made out in Japan? Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. What a difference in quality between the two, huh? Man, oh, man, that Japanese stuff is a whole lot nicer.
Difference, too, but, yeah. Major improvement. I'm good about it, Motormouth. You know what I mean? You find something, I'm sure you do exactly the same way. You just worth it.
Now.
Yeah, 10-4. I don't like the feel of the encoder on the Cobra 29LX. I love the Cobra 29LX because they're cheap, and they're great for the modulator. They do their job. But that damn encoder feels cheap. In other words, I'm accustomed to the old days where you could put your fingers on a Cobra 29, an old school one, or a 148, or whatever, and you click as fast as you can, and you could count. You could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 channels up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 channels down. You could go into between. You could look, and it's right there. It's positive. It's real. And the damn Cobra 29, there's a delay. You can turn it as fast or slow, and sometimes it won't. Sometimes it goes. I don't like that. It feels cheesy. And I'd like to find an encoder that I could replace the one that's existing in the Cobra 29LX with one that feels good, that works right. And I don't know if that's strictly the encoder or if that's the encoder / software or what. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, exactly, man. Yeah, I go back to the Danielsan days, man. Way back in the CB radio stuff. But anyways, I know what you're talking about. And even the old channel selector, they still had issues too, and you had to replace them after guys just sit there and spin them. But these I'm using right now. Oh, my phone's been beeping. Is mine done yet? No, just talk on the radio for a few minutes and get out of here. Mopo's already been out. But yeah, it took a little bit of time. I started researching this right when that striker came out. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it might be. But just life goes on, life and other things, and you start and stop, and you buy this one, buy that one, you check it, test it, and the dimensions are wrong, or this or that, or it doesn't really work right. But yeah, this one here is working fantastic. You got some research to do. They're pretty basic, if it's just a normally open type of switch, not just an actual encoder. They call these encoders, but it's just a normally open you know, double pole like type of thing, type of switch. There's an actual name for it, but I looked up and researched even the 40 pulse. There's a 15 pulse, a 10 pulse, and it won't really matter. The software will take care of that, but
I'm gonna have a fish fry.
on the radio where the channel you can actually sets where the potentiometer or the encoder sets. You know, if it's set back, you know, that's, to me, that's a poor design because now the shaft has to stick out that far. And if the shaft has to stick out that far, there's more stress on it. If it's in a mobile vehicle, then you're going down the road. I remember back in the 70s, 80s, you know, in a truck, going down the road, bouncing, and you try to grab that, you know, channel selector. That was late 70s, by the way. Then, so there's a little bit, you know, a little bit to think about there. But yeah, if you can figure out which encoder to use, plus there's other ones. You can pull them, push them, tap them. That's different software. But even so, you know, if you figure out another way where you tap the selector, it does various other options. That's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, 10-4. Well, there's a lot of endless opportunities to make things different, make things in some cases better. And yeah, one of these days I'll have to research all that and see what it is that turns my fancy. But no pun intended. But the doggone new stuff just doesn't feel the way I like it to feel. And eventually, hopefully, we'll get that all rectified and squared away. But, yeah, for now, encoders, I guess, are going to be the way of the future. So I better figure out what ones work and which ones work better than others. But, yeah, what a trip. Anyway, good to hear you up in there. And I got the Watergate rolling, so you should be up in here on the big Watergate. If all goes well, I'll post it. What have I got on here? It's not that long. It's 11 minutes and 12 minutes. 12 minutes long, the break.
Right at 12 minutes. Yeah, I'm in the shop where I get you. If I take the dog out, I'll get you again. If we got good conditions,
You better talk to your technician.
conditions are still rolling, I'll get you in there. Last time I talked to you, I had the echo off, you know.
It is working too, Punch. Hey, Punch.
10-4. I got somebody out there talking to Hawaiian Punch, and I heard Danielsan in there for a little bit, and you said you had the echo off the last time you were talking to me, and I think you were going to say that the echo is on, but I didn't get that because it got kind of crazy in my receiver. But I'll listen up again one more time in a world of sound. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast. Oh, let me switch at this point here at 12:52, I'm going to switch the pan adapter over to real time instead of average. I said I was going to do that last time I talked to you, so let me do that right now. All right, now we're in real time instead of average. There, break.
You're right. It's going to be a little bit wild in here. I'm not really long. I can talk for a while. But yeah, man, this is what you heard last time. They might get a little oldie. Well, I was talking to you about the skip buses coming out. This is exactly what it should have been before. I forgot about it. And that's with the echo on. No, I can get a lot more, you know. But I don't. I keep it nice and low, man, where it's intelligible, and I can go to the sideband and not have to worry about it. Back to you.
Yeah, right there at the end, it got picking back up again. Man, try to say that. I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning, but you did turn the echo on. It did get a tad bit clearer and louder and more commanding and bodacious, but it obviously was not over the top. And you say you can use that particular setting on sideband. It doesn't make anybody getting cringy or weird. And it does sound really good, by the way. So, yeah, I've got that on the Watergate. And you'll see also on the Watergate now I've got the thing out of average mode. So it's doing instantaneous peaks every.
It should be showing a lot. Yeah, it might be pretty wide on the S's and the T's, but I have all the higher frequencies, which I don't like to even talk about anymore. How and where they're attenuated, you know? I'm sure you know why, man, but anyways, yes.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, describe what he's when I watch.
Yeah, that's the one we got.
I know what I'm listening to.
Ever.
I know what I'm listening to. I like it.
for that day. I'm not sure why.
Well, I'm just asking to describe what he's got.
I did, but you know
What kind of radio he's got, and I'm going to watch the video later tonight.
Oh, he's running an Anytone. Hey, Danielsan, you asked if what radio is 163 hard drive talking on. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Anytone 6666, right? The quad 6 Anytone.
It doesn't matter what I talk on. Make the frequency responses, the mic input voltage is all identical and using the same mic. So it does. The type of radio is 100% irrelevant. It's irrelevant what it is. It's all about the tune.
Oh, well, I know it's all about the tune. Danielsan was asking what you were talking on or what you were doing bandwidth-wise or whatever, and so I was just trying to get some information to tell him. But you say it's irrelevant, doesn't make any difference what radio you're talking on, the same microphone on any one of your radios, the tune makes them all the same.
Yes, sir. I'm talking on the striker, just like they go out the door. This is all.
Okay, so that happens to be a striker at the moment. But again, to emphasize that your tune is what makes the radio sound the way it sounds, not the radio itself. Not anybody can go to the store and buy a striker and even properly factually align it and expect it to sound the way yours does, right?
Well, I'm not trying to push the issue, but you are 100% right. And I've got only 4 of them, 5 of them I got to get done. Maybe even 6 today. Guys have been waiting. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of component changes in that radio. And by the time I'm done with one of them, where these components have to be changed, I've been playing with this stuff for a couple of days, you know. And that'll take you to the limit when you're surface mount. Some of this stuff, where it has to go, man, it's rough. But yeah, it's all about the tune. Being able to use this mic, no power mic, no screwed up switches, no extra wires. The radio that I'm talking on right now is the one that I put the drill to. 10-4?
Yeah, 10-4. Okay, very good. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely working. You got all the components changed out. It sounds super good, clean, clear communication quality, no information lost, and 100% copyable. Hey, Danielsan, did you hear all that there, Break?
I can only hear your side of it. I don't hear what he's saying. But you said he's on a striker now, but I'm not sure which one.
Oh, well, he says it doesn't matter because of the tune that he does is what makes the radio specific to the sound, or the sound is specific to the tune, not the model of the radio. So, out of curiosity there, what model is that striker hard drive?
It's the 955 that I'm talking on. I could do the exact same thing for the 655 also. Yeah, it's just people always ask, what kind of radio? So like the first, Galaxy Courier, and the 148 and the 2510. It's like, what kind of radio? It doesn't matter what they are. It's to achieve this outcome.
Yeah, 10-4. Okay, the 955. It's the same one BVI has in his truck, I believe. Anyway, 955. He can also do the same thing to the 965 or 148s or Grant XLs or any of the other radios out there. He says the radio does not matter. And so that's the answer to that. You say you can't hear his side, but you can hear my side. Let me play this back real fast.
It's the 955 that I'm talking on. I could do.
Let me do this.
But I'm not sure which one.
Oh, well, he says it doesn't matter because of the tune that he does is what makes the radio specific to the sound, or the sound is specific to the tune, not the model of the radio. So get that right eventually. Out of curiosity there, what model is that striker hard drive?
It's the 955 that I'm talking on. I could do the exact same thing for the 655 also. Yeah, it's just people always ask, what kind of radio? So like the first, Galaxy Courier, and the 148 and the 2510. It's like, what kind of radio? It doesn't matter what they are. It's to achieve this outcome.
Yeah, 10-4. Okay, the 965. Did you get that? That was, stop already. Stop already. Anyway, so I guess you heard that, right, Danielsan?
Oh, yeah, I got it that time. I was just curious as to what you're doing over there, because the video later tonight, when you post it, I'll have a better idea of what's going on. When somebody says a radio that you like to listen to, when you watch the video, you kind of like what you're using. If they don't talk about it on the video, you don't know what radio it is,
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, at the very end of your transmission, I narrowed my bandwidth from 10 kilohertz IF, which was 5 kcs of audio, down to 3.1 kilohertz of RF. 3.1K. So you're at this point right now on my receiver, you're set at 3.1K. So, hard drive, I'm not trying to switch away from you. I wanted to keep you up in there. Are you still there, Brink?
Yes, I am. I'm here.
Okay, you're here there too. Okay, you're here there too. Okay, good. All right, I've got my receiver switched to 3.1 kilohertz on the IF right now, and it muffled everything up, but I wanted to do that. It's a ridiculously low, probably 4 or 5.2 kilohertz or so is probably better, but the 3.1 on the flex is pretty doggone absolute. The roll-off is kind of weird, so I thought I'd get you both in there at 3.1 kilohertz before I switch it back up again I'll switch it from 3.1 to 4.0 to 5.2 and then up to 10K. Well, maybe I'll even work my way up to 8K and then to 10K. But anyway, there I am right there at 3.1 kilohertz on the IF.
All right, well, I'll get in there right now real quick. See him right about small. All right, I got to go and get my little one some breakfast going here, but I'll dip back in and out and try to get in there on your gate from time to time and do the different bandwidths. But I got to go cook something up real quick for the kiddo.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you got to go cook something up for the kiddo, and I'll let you go do that. And I switch back over to 10 kilohertz because you're leaving, and we'll do the bandwidth selectivity thing and all that another time, another way. And while you're doing that, I'll get back to hard drive out there around around Lawrenceburg, New Mexico. Have a good evening evening. Holy cow, it's still 9:45 in the morning. Have a good morning there, Danielsan, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast right here, right now. I got down.
All right, Motormouth Mall. Yeah, I'll be jump back in when I can if conditions let me. Tell hard drive over there good morning from Danielsan, Tucson. All right, I'll be sandbagging.
All right there, Danielsan, and I just switched down to 6.6 kc wide. At the end of your transmission right there, you'll see the band change. You can see the grayed out area as to where what the bandwidth is. And I switched to 6.6 kc, and it got rid of a lot of the high-frequency hiss, but still maintained a lot of the intelligibility. And anyway, all right, you'll see that later on. Motormouth Mall, stepping.
Cheers, 1, 2, cheers, 1.
Hard drive, are you going to get up in there, or did Mother Nature disappear? You got work to do. I got work to do. Holy cow.
Mother Nature's, she's still in there a little bit. Looks like she's fading out somewhat, but yeah, this is all. A lot of people don't really understand a lot of this stuff, how it works. So, they want to look at that meter. It's sad in a way,
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah. Watt meters are the last thing people need to be concerned with. I'm. I would love to get that whole watt meter mentality out of the picture. But you know as well as anybody else knows, that's the one thing you can show on some bogus equipment with bogus tunes. It's the one thing you can show on a meter that's more or less than how something was. It doesn't mean right or wrong, but it does mean more or less. And some people, when they see more, they justify spending more. It's a whole can of worms I wish we could somehow get away from.
Well, the bird meter, the 4314C, I got a video on showing how accurate it is. And it is. It's extremely accurate. But you got to know to set up the bench. First, you got to know what a watt is in AC volts. You know, once you understand Ohm's law, there's a difference between AC and DC, between the two, and how to utilize them. Then it's not all that difficult, but people want to watch that darn meter, and they don't realize, most of them have no clue about RMS, what it means, root mean square, what average is, I'm losing my voice, and PEP. First you got to be able to, produce a pure sine wave. I got a video covering that. It's an old one, but right down to the T, the actual meter 4314C is dead, spanking nuts on the money. But anyways, most will look at the meter, try to get in there with a screwdriver, try to crank stuff up on a bench that's not tuned. The meter, watch the peak go higher. And they don't realize that there's actually less power at the fundamental frequency, and it's sad.
Yeah, you hit it right there on the nose, right there. It's when they start looking at that watt meter like the be-all, end-all, and they do what it takes to make that watt meter go up higher without any regards to any of the other harmonics or spurs or anything anywhere else. And they don't realize, the goal of this thing, you and I right now are doing pretty much what we do with radios. We talk to each other on a particular frequency. When you're keyed up and talking to me, I'm not listening across the band trying to pick out all the little things that might be within the spurs that are off the channel. I'm only listening to what I can hear within my IF bandwidth on the channel that I'm on. And if you're broadcasting stuff all over either side, well, by all means, that's making that watt meter go into a tizzy. Ain't no doubt about that. I won't deny that. But it doesn't do a doggone thing for our communication. Not to mention, it does all kinds of other stuff that disrupt other stuff because of the non-spectral purity situation. So, it doesn't matter how accurate your meter is. If you make the radio show that meter something goofy, because it's going to read additive. That 4311C or Bird 4300 or any other meter you got doesn't care what frequency you're on. All it cares about is what power there is under the areas, under the curves. And hopefully there aren't too many areas under the curves, because there ought to be just nothing but everything on channel, So it's just that whole concept of making watt meters go nutso and thinking that that's the be-all, end-all. And for the particular peak and tweak types out there that charge money based on how far a watt meter goes, that's where I got my beef, I think. So I don't know. All I can say is hopefully eventually someday people will come around to realizing that all that matters is all that is heard in a receiver and not what the receiver can't hear. Does that boil it up pretty good there, Frank? I'm sorry for being so long-winded. There goes Mother Nature. Sorry about that there. Hard drive, have a good day. We'll catch you a little bit later on. You're right, though. You can have all the meter and all the accuracy in the world, but if you tune the radio all up for that golden screwdriver technique, you're going to be disappointed. Radio station Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down. Hey there, 422 on the TJ border. What's going on while you out there on the fence? Hey, 422 out there on the TJ border, Motormouth Mall. Got you. Let's go. Break.
As much as possible. But that goes back many moons ago before computers. Well, computers weren't around, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'll probably go. How about that Motormouth Mall? Hey, Motormouth Mall. But you got to get back to work. Can you tell I have a copy there, John? We already had our copy for the day. I'm going to get on out of here, man. You got to go play the Green Acres thing, man. I'm jealous. But I do got me a little oasis now, though, man. I got some trees, but I'm playing Mr. Miyagi, with my mustache. What about
here. Where's that motor mouth mall?
For their 160T hard drive. Okay, sounds good. Take care. Have a good day out there. I don't have any good trees on my property yet. I'm going to be doing something about that real soon. Right now, no trees. I got some pepper trees, but they're pretty small. They're only about 4 or 5 feet tall, so I don't have any good trees yet. Maybe I can clip them down and make them into pepper bonsais. I suppose I can make bonsai trees. Georgia boy, up there on the northwest corner, I hear you up in there. 422 down around the TJ border, I heard you up in there too. And Motormouth Mall out here on the central coast of Cali. I can tell you had your coffee. Mine is starting to kick in here. I'm still working on it. Here, right there. I'm still working on my coffee. Hard drive. Motormouth Mall right there right now. I got down.
Coffee in your lap, you got baptized.
What's that, Georgia boy? You're on the side of the beam. I can't hear you real good, but what was that?
If you spill that coffee in your lap, you'll be baptized.
Well, I try not to spill the coffee. I tell you what, that's the last thing I want to do with the coffee. I can't waste perfectly good coffee to break.
Baptized then.
Baptized? What was the word you said? I really can't hear you. Let me try to dial you in a little bit better here.
I said that if you spill that coffee in your lap, you got baptized.
Baptized? Oh, Roger. Okay.
There were no pepper trees in your yard. You gonna make an antenna on those too?
No, the pepper trees are going to become a, no antenna. The pepper trees are going to become a pepper tree, what you call a tunnel. I'm going to hopefully let them grow into a tunnel so you can drive underneath the pepper trees, and they'll be on either side of you, and it'll be like a pepper tree tunnel they're big.
When you come up here, you look like a tomato with lips. I was going to squeeze in there somehow. Yeah, especially when they were going to baptize you when that skip was rolling. I said, well, if Motormouth Paul spills the coffee in his lap, he got baptized.
You're right, you're on that. Well, I didn't spill the coffee, so I didn't get baptized. That's for doggone sure. And, the Mother Nature's been interesting, man. I had Danielsan in Tucson, Arizona. I heard Skip Buster over there in Arizona. I heard 422 down there on the TJ border. Hard drive out there in New Mexico, Lawrenceburg, New Mexico. You up there around the northwest corner. Squeaker up there in Montana. So Mother Nature been dipping and dabbing all over the place to break. This big old beam working like an 8-element ground plane to break.
Yeah, it's like a cribbage. It's a mess, but you get it all.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'll get in there and clean things up every now and again.
Okay, well, we get stopped on by now. Motormouth Paul, so I'll let you control the railroad train.
10-4. All right. Catch you later there. Hey, have a good day out there, Georgia Boy, radio station, Motormouth Mall. Your West Coast beast waving and stepping. I heard somebody else up in there waving at me. I'm not sure who that was there, Brick.
Well, I don't know either. I'll be jumping going to the river and I'm going to pretend like I'm a fish.
Oh, Skip Buster out there in Arizona. Yeah, I still got you up in there, I do. Well, I did. Anyway, that's the way Mother Nature goes from time to time. Got 34 minutes on this Watergate. I guess it's time to shut it off and actually get some work done today.
Well, there Georgia Boy.
Oh, my God, there's bleed over from Channel 5.
You're going to end up like me, a tomato with lips, 102 degrees yesterday. We're supposed to get it again.
Mexico.
All right, there, hard drive. I heard you low in last key over there before I shut this gate off. 163 hard driver on New Mexico, Motormouth Mall, stepping right there right now.
Motormouth Mall, Mr. I hear you, Mr. Out of the Evergreen one time.
10-4, hopefully you get a gate. I know Mother Nature dipping and dabbing around there. I don't know if you get a good enough copy on me to get a good enough gate, but hello to you one more time. And 709 around Spokane, Washington. I heard you roll up in there too, I did.
In the corner, Mr. 709 up in Spokane trying to work this maze.
Hey, 709, you got a hammer down out there. Hey, 709 around Spokane, Washington. Motormouth Mall looking and waving their break.
Mother Nature thing here, Motormouth Mall. It's a Mother Nature thing. Sounds some kind of wonderful like you always do, Motormouth Mall.
Roger. Well, I appreciate the flowers over there, and I do appreciate you letting me know I was making it up around your radio every now and again. 709, Spokane, Washington. Take care, my friend. 73s. Motormouth Mall got down right there, breaker, and I ain't lying.
Motormouth Mall, you sound exactly like you do in person all the times that I've mentioned. Concrete wall.
10-4 and sounding like I do in person. All right, good deal, Loss. That's a good thing to break.
Man. Motormouth wasn't on the mall, man, so I could hear, man. 201, God bless and good morning from Spokane out to the Idaho, Washington border, Mr. 709.
Tell 201 I said hello.
Hey, Iron Mike 733, no pain, no strain, that go around, man. God bless you, too. Have a great day, man. See how the sun. It's going to be 100 degrees up here in Spokane today. God bless everyone. Mr. 709 getting on down.
100 degrees is hot there, 709. That's ridiculous. I'm glad it's not that hot over here. Motormouth Mall stepping right there right now. I got down.
Oh, it's pretty much either stay in the swimming pool or stay in the AC or you fry like an egg. Can't go anywhere in a car unless you got AC. I'm getting on down.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, you got to leave your windows cracked when you get out of the car, or you get in the seat and they're all hot and sticky and burning, and, well, yeah. Yeah, you want to keep that inside cool when you're not in there, man.
And plastic cars nowadays will warp to hell. It's 150, 60 degrees inside your car when it's 100 plus out.
Oh, heck yeah. One day you walk up to your car and you find the interior melted their brake. I don't know about that, but darn close.
Because it's all made out of plastic, 410.
Yeah, 10-4, you know, they probably make sure that the melting point of that plastic is just barely above what the potential temperatures are going to be. There's probably some relationship between what the melting point is and how long the plastic lasts. If they make the melting point low enough, then the plastic deteriorates at some point, and then they can sell you new plastic parts. If they make the plastic too good, then the car might last too long to break.
Screw plastic. You see what happens to plastic headlights when they can make them out of glass, but they're too cheap like the old days. You gotta buy custom glass headlights now. That plastic sucks.
Absolutely.
That's amazing how everybody on the radio's got gray hair there in 410 Motor Mouth.
I'm not the only one.
Radio, pretty much. You see any young kids on the radio, all you see is old farts.
Young kids, all they know is cell phones and games and computers. They don't know point-to-point communications. They don't take any. They don't have any appreciation for what it takes to make a radio talk to a radio, and they don't. All they want is instant gratification, and they don't want to. They don't want any chance. They want to know they're going to connect with whoever it is they're going to connect with, and they don't realize they're relying upon all that technology up on hilltops and fiber optic feeds and servers and so on and so forth. Man, oh man, they don't have any appreciation for point-to-point radio. They break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, I still remember when you had one of the first rooms that we could all go to in a computer before Prime Minister's room and all that shit.
No, I don't think I was before that, because when I got onto the radio, about the first day I was on the radio on 27025, I was told that I had to get it, and I didn't have any computer hooked up for the radio yet. So I was told that very first day that I had to get into Minister's House Super Bowl Bosses on Paltalk. So his room preceded my room by a long time to break. I don't know how long, but I know it was there long before I got out there. But I know I've been doing this for a while to break.
Oh, Prime had to be right at the beginning of the computer era.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, he's right there with technology. He stays pretty tuned in with what's going on, you know.
Don't take you that far behind you.
Roger. Yeah, I don't know. I never asked how long Paltalk. Not Paltalk, but I had never asked how long the Minister's House Super Bowl Bosses was on before I got on there. I think I ended up doing no, I didn't do a room. I just had it's been like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's been like 5 years since I've been on Paltalk there, break.
You're in a long time, too busy.
Well, yeah, and you know, I like the radio for the radio. I like to talk on the radio. I like to have fun with the radio, but when the conditions roll out, I got life to do. You know, you got stuff to build, you got stuff to do and work on, and I can't spend the rest of my time on the computer wishing I had skipped the break.
All right, Motormouth, I'm back in the bushes, man. I gotta go get me some more coffee. It's still early, man. It's always a pleasure with the double measure, like the ice cream man used to say, Mr. 709.
410, there's 709. Take care, my friend. Sounded really good. Doing your thing out there, as always, from Spokane, Washington. 709, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. As you said, a pleasure with the double measure I got down.
Stepping in your talk show from time to time this afternoon. I'll see you now.
10-4. I'll post this video. It's already 42 minutes and 51 seconds long. So it's going to be a long one, but I'll post it up later tonight when I get home. .422, was that you down there under TJ border? 27, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hello, Grizzly Bear. Hey, Grizzly Bear, I want to say good afternoon time, or I should say morning time around your neck of the woods. It's 11 o'clock over here, so still good morning over there. Hey, Grizzly Bear, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping.
You're talking to Danielsan, speaker. I was listening to you guys out there high driving. I was listening to you guys and the Mother Nature stuff. I like to listen sometimes more than I do talk.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, Mother Nature was dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping a little bit there, and yeah, she shifted from down around Danielsan and Tucson over to New Mexico up to the northwest corner, and she's just dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping. A 27 Grizzly Bear, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, right here, right now. I got down.
Man, I've heard West. I think you were busy out the ranch there.
Roger. Yeah, and I gotta get off of here right now. I got a whole bunch of stuff I gotta work on. Some for me, some for somebody else, and some for the ranch. So I gotta get busy. We'll catch you a little bit later on. 7-3s, one more again. Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping. I got down.
Afternoon, Motormouth. I was listening Moth Mall. Before you go, I just want to jump in and say hello. Have a good day. 415 on the TJ board out.
Hey, 415, man, you rolled up in there in fine style. What's going on? 415 around the TJ border. Good to hear you up in my receiver, the break.
Once for the day, please say hello before you go. Sounding grand on it, like you always do, Roger. Roger?
Roger. Well, I'll tell you what, you're sounding great on the band over here too, around the central coast of California. Check this out. Let me go over here to the Watergate mode here, and
before you go, I just want to jump in and say hello. Have a good day. 415 on the TJ border.
There you go, 415 around the TJ border, Motor Mouth Mall, right there, right now, break.
Motor Mouth Mall. I appreciate the Watergate there. You know, two things about it. I'm always shocked how good my station sounds only with two pills. Yeah, then Motor Mouth Mall won't keep you long. You take care up there. Have a good day. Try to stay cool. 415 out San Diego.
10-4. Wow, that was a good gate. 2 pills. I had no idea you were rolling around with just 2 pills, but I tell you what, they're working. Check it out.
Motor Mouth Mall. I appreciate the Watergate there. You know, two things about it. I'm always shocked how good my station sounds only with 2 pills. Yeah, then Motor Mouth Mall won't keep you long. You take care up there. Have a good day. Try to stay cool. 415 out San Diego.
There you go, 415 around San Diego, Cal. Man, you got up in there real good there with them 2 pills. So break.
What's the name of that? 250? It goes to Cobra 250 on that. Open it up, hooked it up, and grounded it, and my Mother Nature. 411.
410 there, 415. Well, that's all we can do. Do the best we can with what we got. Let Mother Nature do the rest, and it's working for you right there, right now. Ain't no doubt about that. It's sounding really good. 415. Take care, my friends. 7-3s. Motor Mouth Mall waving down around the border. I got down. On that note, at 47 minutes and 48 seconds, it's time to stop this skate. Motor Mouth Mall got down.
Ground 1. Have a good day. I'm off your way.
I did 27 Grizzly Bear. Have a good day. We'll catch you later on. I really do have work to do. I got a lot of different things going on over here, a lot of irons in the fire, and not a single one of them getting done while I sit behind this mic.